James Gaylord Erard, number 7018, came in under the name Blue Eagle. So James, he was born on October 12th, 1912, in Ardmore, Oklahoma. In 1946, he heads up to Coeur d'Alene, and he's in town for 2 days before committing his crime. This is his written statement about the crime. He writes,
"On about the night of August 23rd, 1946, I met a woman in the bars of Coeur d'Alene. We did considerable drinking, and I took a pair of sunglasses, a bottle of perfume, and a bracelet."
He pleads guilty to the theft, and he's charged with burglary in the first degree and is sentenced to no less than 5 years nor more than 10 of hard labor at the Idaho State Penitentiary.
Well, welcome to the east wing of 3 House. James Erard most likely would have been housed in this building, either with one cellmate or potentially 3 others. Some of these are 2-man cells, some of them are 4-man cells. Any questions about any of this?
When would he have been here?
About 3 years, between 1946 and 1949. And he would have spent basically from 5:30 at night until 7:30 in the morning in his cell.
A lot of cell time. All right, follow me. I'm going to take you to my favorite building here. This is the Territorial Prison. So that is the very first structure at the site, constructed way back in 1870. Yeah, and it opened up as a prison. It had 3 tiers in here in 1872, and it was used all the way through the 1920s. And then in the late 1920s, they stopped using it and they converted it into a chapel. That opened up in 1942. Of course, it doesn't really look like a chapel or a cell house. In 1973, there was a major riot here in March, and the dining hall was caught on fire, and the flames actually leapt over and caught the chapel on fire, destroying everything inside, including James Erard's beautiful murals. Welcome to the inside of the chapel. We had a warden named Lou Clapp who served for 21 years, and he did a lot of amazing things, including allowing James Erard to use his portrait painting skills and paint these giant, beautiful murals of biblical scenes on these walls. Yeah, it's amazing to think about it. Unfortunately, you see the chaos of that riot, and all those murals were destroyed.
In August 1947, he wrote a letter to the warden discussing his new business as a portrait painter. While incarcerated, he stated,
"Well, I brought this on myself, and it's bitter as gall, but I'll come back yet. As long as I have your understanding, as I've had in the past. I appreciate everything, and I believe I'm just a fellow that can make good in spite of everything pointing the other way. Respectfully, James Erard."
He basically talks about alcohol being the worst thing that sucks all the creativity from him. And when he was sober, he would constantly rediscover his love for painting and his passion for it. He wrote this letter on November 6, 1948. He said,
"To whom it may concern, this oil painting of Christ in the Garden of Gethsemane and all that it means to me is given to you. It is my hope that the same spirit which guided my hand in reproducing this painting may give hope, encouragement, and new faith in God to all. This picture was painted at a time I felt that I did not have a friend. Since I painted it, I felt that it was the turning point in my life, which began during the painting of this picture. If you feel these things after looking at it, I will have been repaid 1,000 times over. Sincerely yours, Jim Blue Eagle."
Incarcerated individuals have a long, rich history of tapping into their amazing talents and displaying their various creations of hope to a new world.
Most Sundays I meditate so I don't steal. But last week you said some things things that really mess me up. You said you headed down to base, how you're tired of all the masquerades. But you didn't have to leave. If you'd asked, I would've gave you space.
AVC Productions was invited to participate in the 2023 13 Stories Film Competition. When we create, we become stronger. When we create, we feel better. When we create, we can use our own two hands to create a new world, and this new world will be as we want it to be. All are architects of fate, working in these walls of time, some with massive deeds and great, some with ornaments of rhyme. For the structure that we raise, time is with materials filled. Our todays and yesterdays are the blocks with which we build. Else our lives are incomplete, standing in these walls of time, broken stairways where the feet stumble as they seek to climb.